Okay then, so on away day for Glasgow City at Rangers and a comfortable 3-0 win. Paul Elliott was up in the stand watching the game and get his viewpoints of this one. Interesting game, eased their way to victory in the end of Glasgow City.
Yeah, it's been one of the most polished performances for a number of weeks from Glasgow City. There's been some really hard-fought games over the last few weeks against some good teams, and Rangers was another really good team, so I was kind of expecting it to be another one of those tough games, but the players seemed to just kind of step up, especially in the second half. You could see the kind of clear difference in the quality between the two. Some of the passing was excellent, and some of the build-up play and the movement off the ball as well, and of course the finishing. So 3 good goals, and yeah, you can tell the players are all very pleased with the performance today, and so they should be.
Yeah, first half, a few chances, or plenty of chances really for Glasgow City. I think both teams played pretty well. Rangers were pretty solid, but then they got that bit of luck there from the free kick. Fleeting was celebrating. If you're watching the highlights, you may well know how it's worked out now. It looked like it took a nick off a defender, was no goal.
Yeah, from when I was standing anyway, it looked like it came off the defender last, but Fleeting was there. I mean, that's how you get goals like that. You have to get your striker in the right place at the right time, and that's what Julie Fleeting did, and that's how the goal came about. And it was a good time for City to score as well, because Rangers were playing well. It was a tough encounter at that time. Probably after the goal is when City really started to step up, so good time to score, and fair play to Julie Fleeting getting the right place.
Second half, it was pretty much all Glasgow City, and pretty much an Erin Cuthbert show against her former club, and a couple of goals in there.
Yeah, she was fantastic. She's been such a good player all season for City. You know, she seems to be the one pulling all the strings for City in the middle of the park, and a couple of good goals. The first one in particular was a really nice finish, buried in the corner, and a good run for the second one. So it's good to see Erin score a couple of goals and just dominate midfield. You know, she's been so good this season, and always a good player to watch.
Yeah, and pretty confident as well, talking about in the post-match interview which you can see online, thinking about Scotland ahead, thinking about other opportunities, looking at the international game. And I think off the top of my head, she's at least doubled the goal tally already, so that says a lot in this campaign, which has been in some games pretty tight.
Yeah, she was saying herself that she's been freed up a wee bit this year, and I think she's that kind of player. She's the kind of player that can get the ball and really hurt teams. You know, she's creative, good passer, good dribbler, and she can score goals as well. She's always scored goals throughout her youth career, and now doing it for Glasgow City. So it's good to hear her talking about Scotland as well, because that's the right ambition for her to have, because she's probably at that level, and she could be one of the top players going forward for Scotland.
Yeah. And ahead, plenty of games, obviously in June, Cup final, but 2 games left in May. A week on Monday, it's the home game back at Excelsior against Stirling University, and then the away game at Celtic at K Park in East Kilbride. So 2 games and 2 different challenges. Stirling University, quite a physical team, done not too bad, looking to stay in the league, and Celtic have got their flair in them as well.
Yeah, I think Celtic have brought in some good players this year, and just kind of waiting for them to click into gear, because there's a lot of potential for Celtic, I think, to do some damage to the team. So I think that's going to be a really good game, and K Park's never an easy place to go to, and Stirling as well. It's a cup tie. They've put a lot of effort into producing their football teams. They've got a good set up there, so I'm expecting that to be a good game as well. So a couple of good games coming up off the back of a couple of good games as well.
Okay, cheers Paul for your thoughts as ever. So that's it from us here. All the highlights and all the interviews and everything else is online. Do check it out on our YouTube page.